Hello, Red Group. So this week you are going to be doing a little challenge at home. And this is a challenge that I want you to try without anybody really helping you. Your parents are going to help you a little bit because they're going to be helping point to some numbers for you and circle the ones you get right, kind of like we do at school when Miss Madeline gives you a challenge. But you are going to be doing the work all by yourself. And you don't have to get all of them right. It's just a challenge to see how much you remember. So before you do your challenge at home, I want us to do a little review video today to kind of try to remember some of those things that we've been practicing here at school, okay? So your math assessment, your challenge, is going to look like this. Remember this? You guys have done this before where you get to see how many numbers you know, but I added a few things to the bottom for you. So I'm going to tell you about those in a minute. At the top of the page is when your mom or your dad, or maybe a big brother or sister or a grandma or grandpa, is going to be pointing to every single number. And every one that you say the right name for, they're going to get to circle for you. And if you don't say the right name, they're just going to say, skip it, boop, and you go to the next one. It doesn't matter if you circle all of them. We're just trying to see how much we remember, okay? Because some of these are really tricky. But what I want us to practice is those tricky teen numbers. Okay, those are the ones I really want us to try to remember. And then at the bottom, we also have a few shapes that we're going to try to remember. And I have some spaces here for you to put an enormous crocodile mouth. So when you're using an enormous crocodile mouth, that means you have to pick which number is bigger and which number is smaller. And the crocodile, remember, likes to eat the biggest number of all. So make sure his big mouth is pointing towards the biggest number. We're going to practice that right now. Okay? So to remember what the enormous crocodile does, I'm going to put two numbers on my board. I'm going to do a 6 and a 2, and I'm going to put a circle right in the middle. And the circle is where I'm going to put my crocodile mouth. So 6 and 2, out of these two numbers, first we have to decide which number is bigger. If you said 6, then you are right. So I want to make sure my croc's mouth is open towards the big 6 because he likes to eat the biggest number of all. You could even add some teeth if you want to your crocodile. That's what I'm going to do. That's what you're going to do in your circles on your paper. You get to pick which number is bigger, and then you're going to put the croc's mouth facing the biggest number. That's your greater than or less than symbol. Okay? Now those tricky teen numbers, I want you to try to remember that each teen number, they sort of all share something together. And I'm going to show you what that is. I'm going to write all the teen numbers on my board, and then we're going to see what they all have together. We'll put a 20 down here at the very bottom. And there's something all these teen numbers share. Yeah, there's a 10 in the tens place. There's a 10 in every single one of those numbers. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and then we get to 20. So all these teen numbers share something. They all have a 10 inside of them. So that means there's kind of another name that each one could have. So instead of calling this a 14, I could also call it 110 and 4. Instead of calling this a 12, I could call it 110 and 2. But I want you to try to practice remembering their names, especially these tricky ones that don't really sound the way they look, right? If we're calling these teen numbers, well, then why is this one called 12 and not 2-teen? It's tricky, isn't it? So 11, 12, 13, those are tricky ones to remember. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So if you need more practice, you can go back and watch this video anytime you want. But I'm really excited to see your challenge and to see how many numbers you remember, how many shapes you remember, and see those crocodile mouths eating the bigger number, okay? All right, so good luck on your challenge this week. and have fun. Bye.